Hello, hello, welcome back to Magoo's Reviews. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. First and foremost, I want to apologize to all my subscribers. Hey, look, when I left that movie theater yesterday, I was so tired, man. I was so sleepy. And I work night shift too, so I had to come home, get my nap in before I go out and leave work and everything like that, so make sure my house is in order. So, yeah, my apologies. Got to be a man about it, man of my word, so I was completely wrong. I apologize to you guys, but at the same time, I like to let things marinate before I leave, after I watch something. So yeah, I'm glad I did wait a little while now because I let the movie sit with me a little longer. And again, I mean, just picking up where I left off yesterday in my initial reaction when I left the movie theater, I really did enjoy this movie. I really did enjoy it. And again, this is a spoilers review, a spoilers review, a spoilers review for anybody about to get mad at me in the comment section. No, I said it 3 times, so you ain't. And then I'm putting it in the title too, so it's a spoilers review. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, hey, just, wait until you go see the film and come on back and check it out. So yeah, this is a very good film, man. Very good. If you've seen the last 3 Planet of the Apes films, this is right in line with those films. The ones that Andy Serkis was a part of: Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War of the Planet of the Apes. And I remember growing up, my mother, she really liked the Planet of the Apes films, you know what I mean? So when I saw the latest ones that came out the previous years, I really did enjoy those. I enjoyed them back way better than the one that Tim Burton did back in the 90s. And look, I love Tim Burton. He's one of my favorite directors, but that's one of his weakest films. So yeah, I mean, that aside, the recent Planet of the Apes films, if you have not seen them, please go check them out. They're very good because this one, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, it literally takes place. Matter of fact, it takes place hundreds of years after, again, this is spoilers review, it takes place hundreds of years after Caesar's death. At the end of War of the Planet of the Apes, Caesar did pass away. You see how he came to be in Rise, where his continuation of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was an excellent film, man. That film is so good. And War of the Planet of the Apes, which I think is excellent. I think all those, Rise, Dawn, and War, are just great films. So Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes takes place hundreds of years after Caesar's death. And as you can see, the apes kind of, they're scattered out. There's different tribes of apes. So the apes that you meet in the beginning of this film, they're more like, they're not hunters, but they're more so like, they deal with like hawks and stuff like that. I don't want to say breeders and stuff, but they go out and they, get the hawks and, they train them. They train the birds. So it was really cool. And the leading protagonist of the film, his name is Noah. So that's one of the apes' name is Noah. So as, you're going on with Noah and his family, you see that, they're going on searching for these eggs. And that's something that they hold, true to themselves. Like this is something that's a part of them. As it goes on, the other apes, come along that's from the Proxima Caesar's tribe. And these guys, they're more so hunters. They're like, hey, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. There's a gorilla in there. Hey, that gorilla was scary, bro. That gorilla was scary. I had one critique. I'll share later on. But yeah, they go in there and they take over his village. I mean, it's a massacre. Those apes that come along later on. They go in there, they take over his village, pretty much take it, killing everybody, enslaving them. So as they bring him back, one thing that you see at the end of War is that the humans, like in the original Planet of the Apes, the humans are kind of regressing. They kind of become a caveman-like, where the apes, they're progressing, they're becoming smarter and more, intellectual. So you see this in there, that the humans in this are more, caveman-like in a way, except for one. Her name is May, where she's one who actually speaks. So Noah and May, they meet Raka, who's an orangutan. I love the orangutans, man. I love them. I love the orangutans. Even in the original films, I love the orangutans, man. They so wise. I don't know, I love orangutans as monkeys. But as you go along, you see that they build a friendship and a connection. But as it goes along, Raka passes away because, they're hunting them down. Like Proxima Caesar's, his army, his generals, they're going after Noah because they want the girl. They want the girl. Just fast forward on, you see Proxima Caesar towards the end. I think he's a great antagonist, man. I thought he was very good. That's one thing I will definitely say about this film. The VFX is amazing. I can see this being up for an Oscar as far as VFX. I mean, I felt like I was looking at real monkeys, man. Even when they were riding on the horses, like the horseback riding in this, I mean, just the scenery, the set locations when they shot this film, it was absolutely amazing. This is a beautiful film to watch. It was absolutely beautiful. Like, I went to go see it in IMAX. I'm an IMAX guy. I like Dolby, you know what I mean? Even, I know the Alamo does 7-day Tuesdays on at the Alamo. My father told me about that. So if you guys got an Alamo near you, hey, definitely go check this film out. This is a very beautiful film. But as you can see, Proxima Caesar, his whole thing was he twisted Caesar's message. He was enslaving apes. He was enslaving apes to find out because he wanted, there was, behind the wall, There was something behind the wall that had to do, you know, human technology and stuff like that. And that's what he wanted. So at the same time, you see him enslaving the apes and everything. So of course, you know, they're against it. Homegirl, you know, they sneak in there, you know, towards the end of the film, and they see all the technology. She's in there. She takes the hard drive. It's a lot that goes on in this film. It's a whole lot that goes on in the film. It's a lot to cover. But I definitely say, please go check this film out. It's a very good film. The VFX was amazing. Absolutely amazing. One thing I will say, one of the negatives I will say, in the beginning of the film, it was very slow. It was very slow. For me, it was slow. And like I said, I was tired. So same time, I kind of caught my eyes drooping. I'm like, nah, I paid too much money to be up in here, bro. Like, let me wake up. But hey, all along, this is a very good film. And so towards the end of it, you know, Proxima Caesar, Noah, they have their fight and their battle. Of course, you know, Noah prevents, you know, he prevails and everything like that. And, you know, May, you kind of see her, I don't want to say turning, but you see a little trace in her, like, she's on, you know, you can't fully trust her 100%. And, you know, even the apes, as they go along, they're looking at books and they're seeing like, hey, you know, we were once in cages. We were looked at in zoos by humans, you know, so now he's looking at her different. So you see their relationship in the beginning kind of turning, not more so for the worse, but there's trust issues there. There's trust issues there. So even after Proxima Caesar, after they defeat him and everything like that, he goes back to his village with his people, you know, that he takes them back home. You know, she goes there to see him, but at the same time, as they're talking, you know, she has a gun right behind her hand. I don't know if she was ready to pull that trigger or not, but again, like I said, there was that. They did a great job in selling that point that even though they were kind to each other, they were still looking at each other as, you know, kind of arm's length. You know what I mean? There's not, you know, I can only trust you so far. So yeah, I think they did a really good job with that as far as with the tension, the emotion, the screenplay was very good. Again, like I said, this movie picks up right where War, Dawn, and Rise left off. It just picks up the storyline, the VFX just get better and better. You know, as far as where I scored, I go 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. You know, I think that's why I like sitting down and let things marinate over time. Because if I just go off, a lot of times it's my initial reaction to your emotions, you know what I mean? So I like to sit down and think about things and process a little bit more. So yeah, Kingdom, sorry, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This is a very good film. Please go check it out. Again, this is a spoilers review. If you already watched it and you didn't go see it, hey, that's your fault. I already said it. But again, hey, please go check this film out if you can. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a good one. I definitely got more reviews for you in the future. Take it easy.